Alright, for all of you car nerds out there, I'm just going to tell you right now, this is going to be a quick video, but for all you car nerds out there, most modern vehicles reach a top RPM range of 7 to 9,000 RPMs. That's the red line zone. And if you have a 6-speed transmission, which, by the way, a lot of modern cars that are commuter style, sedans, SUVs, small cars, are all probably going to have a 6-speed or 8-speed transmission. If you have a 6-speed transmission, automatic, you're in favor, because you will never, ever, ever reach 7 to 9,000 RPMs redline range. You might reach 5 or 6, maybe 6,500, but never 7,000. 6-speed transmissions are really good to put in fuel-efficient cars because they don't have a lot of range to them. They tend to be very short. My car does really good. It's got a 6-speed V6 engine paired up with a 6-speed automatic. It does a very good 60 to 100, but you start at 80 to 100 and it's balls. And that's because of the range. It can choose which gear to go into a lot easier at 60 than it can at 80. And that's all for fuel efficiency. Very, very short gearing. So, there you go. A little advice on not blowing up your engine. And by the way, most modern cars today can safely handle 5 to 6,500 RPMs. No problem. Redlining, though, is a different story, and yeah, you will quickly destroy your engine doing that. But if you have a 6-speed automatic transmission, I highly doubt you're going to ever reach that high of an RPM. Unless you put in a neutral and rev it, which is a different story. I've done that a couple of times, but I don't do it a lot because it will destroy your engine. Now, on very standard style engines, you have what's called buckets. These buckets are below the cams, and the cams push on these buckets, which pushes down the valves. They have a coating on them, and on cheaper engines, this coating kind of goes away. And when it goes away, the engine develops a roughness to it. I mean, eventually, it'll do some damage, but you're never going to notice it. The cams, as long as they're lubed up, it's fine. Honda, especially with the Genesis, they put the 3.8 liter V6 in there. That coating is notorious. It wears away, and your engine develops at idle or in gear, a little bit of a buzz. You can feel it kind of vibrating, and that's because of that coating. My car does it, and it still drives fine. One other thing is that the transmissions in the Genesis are kind of weak. 6 speeds, a little bit weak. Mine has a little bit of a whine going to it right now, but it's not severe. It doesn't sound like a beater car. It just has a little bit of a whine to it. And that can be chalked up to it's an automatic transmission and I'm pushing it to the limits. So, there you go.